Michelle, look, it's really great to talk to you. It feels like it's been such a long time. I wonder what it feels like for you, you know, coming back into something that you felt so comfortable in before. You had this break and now you're back in it. Does it feel any different? Does it feel the same? Does it feel like you're better equipped? What is it?
It feels better, to be honest. It's been such a warm welcoming to be able to see all of the girls again. It's like time hasn't shifted since I last walked out of the Matildas. And I think the big credit to that is the team stayed the same since pretty much 2019, since I retired. So for myself, being able to walk back in, being friends already with everyone, it was just like, going back to work on a Monday. It was really nice. It's just been such an incredible week so far, just being here. And yeah, I'm loving every minute of it and just enjoying, the training sessions and just trying to grow as much as I can.
So, what do you think the difference is for you as a person? We'll put the football player aside for the moment, because we know you've kept playing football, you can play football, you're one of the best. But for the person, what is it that feels different? Because, boxers, they joke about boxers all the time. They say they've retired, they always come back. And here you are, you're back. Do you feel like a boxer? What is it that enabled you to sort of make that mind shift?
I think it just comes with experience and age. It's something that it just takes time. I feel like right now I'm more educated and a smarter footballer than what I've ever been. And I have all the knowledge to look after myself properly now. And I think that also comes with age. So, I've already been in camp for a couple of days and I've already told the young ones, like, make sure you ice bath, make sure you're really looking after yourself because your career can last a lot longer if you really do take those 1%ers to make sure that you're doing the best that you can to look after your body, which is your tool to be successful. So having that information ingrained in me now has definitely changed the way that I do life in camp. And this camp's been an incredible start to being back within the Matildas because the training sessions have been really fun, really hardworking. And then the professionalism within the Matildas now, it's next level compared to what I was used to. And you would finish a training session and the ice baths are already, you have so much staff looking after you. Like if you have a little niggle, there's always someone there to help you.
You have been part of that team building to the professionalism that we see today. And yet you talk about some of the young ones in there now, and you're at a different level. And so can you talk about that difference of being in the team now and what it feels like to be able to bring that experience? And do you see some of your younger self in the newer players now?
Yeah, I definitely do. But I think one thing that's definitely changed from the time that, back when I was in the Matildas before is just the amount of knowledge that the young ones also have already within the game. The game's more professional, even in the A leagues right now. The amount that we train and the amount of staff that we have in each club to educate us on how to be a professional footballer has definitely shifted in Australia since, W League started in 2008. There was no education behind professional female footballers at that time. So for myself being back here in camp, I want to do the best that I can to get on that field. I'm pushing the boundaries for a 35-year-old woman to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to be performing. And a big shift in that is, I love being open with the team. I love being able to, I'm friends with everyone. I'm the smiling human in that team. And it's just been an incredible, couple of days to be back pushing myself against the young ones and then like really looking at them on the field. And I'm like, wow, this is fantastic. Like it's a different level and it's incredible to see how talented the young players are in the Matildas already.
What about pressure? The pressure of being a player at that level. And do you think it's made a difference by having this time out and you've come back in? So whatever happens now is a benefit because you thought it was finished. And so do you come at it with a different mindset now? Like whatever happens, there's not the same level of pressure.
Yeah, 100%. I'm taking this opportunity and just going to push as hard as I can to keep it for as long as I can. For myself, my mindset is, I've always said, am I good enough to still be in this team now? So yes, the challenge was very, very hard to become a Matilda again. But I've worked my body, I've pushed myself to get here, and now it's all on me. And it's a really nice feeling to know that whatever happens, it's my personal like experience that I'm going to be like, okay, this this is what I want. This is, I'm going to push, I'm going to go for it. Or if, if I'm not good enough, then I'm not good enough. And then that's still on me. And it's really nice to know that, because there's so many players who, had to retire and step away from the game because of injuries, or, the last time my mental health wasn't okay. And just the way that things were back then, to now be able to get a second shot is just, it's an incredible feeling, because now I'm in control of my destiny. It's nice. I can go to sleep at
Yeah,
night
well,
now.
I've got to say it. It looks like you're fully shining. We don't need any lights on you. You're glowing, which is a really nice thing to see. What was it like after your retirement and you watch the team continue on and you're not part of it anymore? Does it feel strange not being on that journey with them during that period?
Uh, no, because I was watching. So I still felt like I was part of the team. I think that's one thing that always happens within the culture of the Matildas, is you are forever a Matilda. So even if you're not on the field, or if you're watching from a different country, I still feel like I'm a part of that team. And, I'm very lucky that Minnie's still in the squad, because, I could live through her throughout her journey and what she's done since the day that I left. So I've supported them ever since I've stepped out of the team, and to be able to walk back into it and actually like sit down at dinner with everyone again. It's a really nice feeling to just be like, I did it. I'm back.
And I think you do get that sense very much that it is like genuinely the feel of a family. You guys know each other so well and you've been through so much together, and you can just pick up where you left off.
It really is. It's a beautiful feeling. Like I said that even to my mum this morning, because she wanted to check in on me. And it was like, Mum, it just felt like nothing's changed. The girls are just, they're beautiful people. They're not 16-year-olds anymore, and everyone's turning 30. So I was like, everyone's just getting wiser. It's a really nice feeling to see them all being, adults, and just having a great work-life balance. It's really nice to see.
So if you could give advice to people who might be on the fringe as young players, and they've been watching this Matildas thing grow, and they've been seeing what the team does, and now they're on the verge for qualifying for the Olympic Games, or you're on the verge of qualifying for the Olympic Games, what would your advice be to those 15, 16, 17-year-olds who might be looking at, yep, that's what I want to do?
It's just never give up. It's a lot of sacrifice to get to where we are today. Um, my biggest thing that I try and share with people is, it has to make you smile. You have to love the game, because the amount of energy and time you put into becoming a professional athlete, it takes up your entire life. So you have to be committed to that. But another thing is, it doesn't matter how old you are. I know we used to, get a lot of 16-year-olds in the squad for the Matildas, but there's a few of us who are a little bit older getting back into the team. And it's really nice to see that your career isn't over if you're just 18 years old. You have time to get in this squad at any age, because it doesn't matter. All it is about talent and attitude. So you want to have a strong mindset to make sure that you're brave enough, you're strong enough, and you're just ready to take that big step when you get the opportunity.
Do you remember when it was, how old you were, and what it was that made you think, yeah, I'm going to be an elite athlete. Yes, I'm going to play in the Matildas. Yes, I'm going to do all of this.
Yeah, so from a little age, I was playing every sport under the sun. I just loved being outdoors. I loved playing. I loved running, and I was, 11 when I started soccer. But I really didn't know that I was going to be a Matilda until I was a Matilda, just because it wasn't a thing really there. I never saw the Matildas on TV. I never saw them in the papers. I never heard them on the radio. my story is funny because I met Tom Samani in W League the year that I won the Julie Dolan Award, and I didn't know who Tom Samani was. I had no idea, and the girls are like, "Oh, he's the national team head coach." I was like, "Oh, I need to come to camp," but I'm unsure. I didn't know what a camp was, so I was I was very far away from inspiring to be a Matilda. I was just like, I'll be the best bowler, and I had no idea that I could play for my country. So it's quite funny to see how far my journey has come because it wasn't around during my life, just wasn't on the
Yeah.
TV. There was no female athletes running around on the TV, so I didn't know I could be one.
Yeah.
But as soon as I stepped camp, I knew that this was for me, and I wanted to be a part of that squad. And it took me a while to get in it, and I have enjoyed the journey ever since.
Well, look, we've been enjoying watching your journey unfold with its little deviations left and right. And there you are back in the centre again. So thank you so much for your time today. All the very best for the remainder of the camp and, of course, the qualifications against Uzbekistan. And we'll keep following your journey.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night. Get a good night.
Yeah. All right.
Sleep.
Take care. See you. Bye. Thanks,
Bye.
Anne.